Howdy, howdy, howdy. So as promised, here's going to be a video on the offense that Marisa gets off of her stand medium punch target combo. Very first thing I want you to learn how to do, if you don't know how to do it already, is hit confirming this. On hit, we want to go into medium punch slam, which I've already gone over a video on Oki on what to do if that does hit. However, if it's blocked, I want you to go into light punch gladius to start. That's going to be kind of your basic option. It keeps us safe, which we can demonstrate here. Put him on block all, reversal settings. I want him to jab after the third thing is blocked. I didn't turn that on. And you'll see jab whiffs. And it's actually a spacing trap because we can whiff punish his attempt to punish if they try to take the turn. So that's really good. It will also catch any mashing that they do. They jump, they push a button, they backdash, they'll get hit by it. So it's pretty good. However, if we get too predictable with it, they'll start mashing drive impact and bop us. A couple things we can do to beat drive impact. So the very first thing is if they're not mashing it, if they delay it by even a frame, we have pounded DI back. I went over that in my Oki video as well. Right? So if you haven't watched that video, I would say go ahead and do so. I think it's a pretty good starting point for this character offensively. But other thing we can do to beat drive impact, charge the gladius, right? This is kind of Marisa's big draw. She beats you. She just, just smokes in the face. Bam! Destroys your armor, beats your DI, and it's a lot of fun. So naturally, people are going to try to do something else to beat this. They might go back to mashing. And if they do go back to mashing jab, you're still plus in their face, you're in a good spot. Which is another good thing about charging, is if they don't do anything, we're +4, we can harass them with normals. We can hit medium kick or heavy punch or anything we want, just to try to keep them locked down. Okay? But if they mash a low, we lose, right? Gladius only has armor on the upper body. Okay, so a couple things we can do with that. We like cancel into this or whatever, but the other thing we can do, Superman punch. It beats lows. Okay? So this is kind of whatever they're doing to beat your charged gladius, this is what you want to do. The other thing I've seen people do to beat this is neutral jump. This is kind of, I think, been people's most common response to me when I charge this. What's good about this is when you do Superman punch during this motion, you can be buffering. You can do light punch slam to punish their jump. However, they can block if they don't push a button, but then if they don't push a button, they're kind of minus, so like they probably want to push a button. There's kind of a mix up there. Right, so your main rotation of options, just doing light punch gladius, boom, keep it safe. If you notice they're kind of just respecting you, right, they're just taking it every single time, or they're doing DI, that's when we charge the gladius. Right? When they start taking a step to be charged gladius, that's when we go back to Superman punch. When they start mashing to be Superman punch, that's when we go back to the gladius. Okay. Now the other option we have off of this medium punch target combo is we can grab rush cancel. Okay. Now what I recommend to keep things easy is if you're going to go for strike, just go for medium punch target combo again. Okay, it'll frame trap. You can go into counter hit combo, right? Boop, boop. If you want to spend a ton meter, you can go into whatever, right? Or you can just go into the medium punch slam that I'm going over, and right, whatever you got. Or if they keep blocking, right, you can just go through the same rotation of options, or run cancel into command grab. And that should give them some incentive to jump, which gets caught. And then we go into our really strong Oki that, once again, I made a video on, so if you're curious about our Oki, go check that out. Okay. Those are kind of the rotations options. Next thing I'm going to look at is maybe the worst character to do this against. Okay, so against Zangief, this is really kind of scary. Okay, and the reason for that is This actually isn't safe. He can light punch SPD to punish light punch Gladius. So this is really kind of scary. Okay. He can also, if he kind of does it at the right time, he can. Let me just change this to 2 for a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. He can also SPD and grab you charging it. So really the only mix here is if you're going to Superman punch or not. Or Drive Rush cancel. That'll catch him if he's just kind of being mindless about it. But that's still, the command grab gets grabbed there too. So against Geef, this is pretty risky. If I can, I opt for this instead because this jails into Light Punch Gladius. And the Medium Punch Gladius, it counter hits. And you still have to be really careful. But if you're at the max range for this, whoops, I'm hitting Medium Punch. Like, Medium Punch is the second to that TC. If you're at the absolute range, Light SPD can't grab you, so I think it's better to use the jab TC against Geef. It has some gaps in it, for sure. But he can't, like, grab you between these, so you can sort of live with it. Just kind of food for thought. Really risky to do this against Geef because they can just kind of churn butter and grab you out of everything, which is why I don't really like it that much. That's just kind of an addendum. The options are still the same otherwise if you're playing Geef that doesn't mash. But you're kind of taking your life in your own hands if you're doing this in front of Zangief. Because you know, especially modern Zangief, they're just kind of rubbing their face on the controller, hitting special move, and they grab you. So you just got to be careful is all I'm saying. Anyway, good luck. Have fun. Check out the rest of the channel. Check out the rest of the content. Should be more Marisa stuff to come. You know, enjoy your gaming.